What's wrong with your hat? It says Make America Great Again. That's what's wrong with your hat.
Were you against making America great?
Yeah, the way that it's been happening, it's not so great. So please take that off, otherwise I'm not sitting down.
It's been pretty great for me, so I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
pretty great for you? What about the rest of the country?
This might be a hot take, but if you see someone in public that has a MAGA hat, literally don't acknowledge it. I was in Chicago last week and some guy came up to me in a grocery store and he asked me where the avocados are. He was wearing a MAGA hat, literally didn't look at it. And I said, back right corner, have a nice day, kept walking. And he goes, wait, I have something else to ask you. And I turn around and he just stared at me like he wanted me to say something about his hat. Like he was wanting the attention. So don't give it to them.
Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel where we dig deep into the stories that shake up our daily lives and explore the social and political moments shaping our world today. First of all, a massive thank you to all our amazing subscribers. Your comments, your shares, and your energy keep this community alive. And to those tuning in for the first time, hit that subscribe button and join the family. Today's topic might just be one of the most controversial fashion statements of our time, the infamous MAGA red hat. Yes, that bright red cap boldly stamped with Make America Great Again, a slogan that started as a rallying cry but has turned into a global lightning rod for conflict. We're going to dive into why these hats are causing so much tension, the rumored ban at Disney World, and what this means for freedom of expression, corporate responsibility, and even international relations. Grab a snack, buckle up, and let's break this down. But before we go further, big shout out to all the creators and photojournalists out there documenting these moments. Your work helps keep the public informed and sparks these important conversations.
This might be a hot take, but if you see someone in public that has a MAGA hat, literally don't acknowledge it. I was in Chicago last week and some guy came up to me in a grocery store and he asked me where the avocados are. He was wearing a MAGA hat, literally didn't look at it. And I said, back right corner, have a nice day, kept walking. And he goes, wait, I have something else to ask you. And I turn around and he just stared at me like he wanted me to say something about his hat. Like he was wanting the attention. So don't give it to them. At this point, there's no election going on. They simply want to engage you so that you argue with them so that they can have this exciting interaction. Because a lot of them don't see politics as dealing with people's lives. They see it as a hypothetical culture war that they are winning right now, and they want to flaunt that they are winning, that they are being protected by the current administration. So absolutely do not give into that. Simply pretend like you don't see it. They might touch their hat, they might fiddle with it, they might point to it, they might even say, what do you think of my hat? Say nothing, just keep walking. It's genuinely like a toddler. When a toddler is engaging in bad behavior, ignore them. Do not give them attention, don't feed into it. Simply say, hey, I'm not going to talk about that right now. Don't behave that way. And then it stops.
Why would you wear a MAGA hat to Disney World? What's the goal? To show people you love Trump? Why is that relevant to my trip to the Magic Kingdom? I'll let you get away with it in the Hall of Presidents. When the Trump robot turns on, if you want to stand up and wave it around, do it. But take it off when you come out. Why wear it around the rest of the park? Are you just trying to get people mad? Part of the Republican ethos right now is that just pissing off the left is a valuable part of the political discourse. It's wildly unhealthy and childish. You're also opening the door up to some kind of verbal conflict at the happiest place on earth. In fact, I'm guessing that's what you want. I'm sure you'll get some high fives and positive reaction from other MAGA folks you see in line for Space Mountain. But a lot of people take politics very seriously in this country, and they don't like Trump. Why rub it in their faces when they're on vacation? Rude. Keep politics out of Disney World. These people paid $1,000 to be there, and they're there to forget everything else that's going on in the world. Just for a few hours, be a normal dude. Go get some mouse ears, eat a churro. Not everything revolves around politics.
And to be honest, I was just having a bad hair day yesterday, so I just...
And what did they say to you?
I was just basically, I need you to remove the hat because it's provoking political violence, and if I don't remove it, I'll be evicted out of the venue.
Provoking political violence. Were people around you getting agitated or anything?
No, never. I've actually worn the hat probably 4 times in a row at the same venue in the last 8 weeks, so It's a surprise to me. I'm actually a regular there as well. And to be honest, I was just having a bad hair day yesterday, so I just thought I'd put the hat on again.
MAGA fans are furious at Donald Trump after the FBI said that there is no Epstein client list and they won't be releasing any more documents. A lot of Trump voters are furious, but also MAGA influencers. For example, Cernovich, huge MAGA account on Twitter, said, "No one is believing the Epstein cover-up at Donald Trump. This will be part of your legacy. There's still time to change it." Yeah, a huge Trump fan claiming that there is some form of cover-up, that his own guy is hiding things from the public. Here's another one, Jack Posobiec, another huge MAGA fan, someone who was at the White House and received one of those Epstein binders part 1, said the American people deserve answers. What intel agency was he working for? I want answers, as many as possible, not press releases, answers. Finally, one more, Chad Prather said, "Where's the info the American people were promised? You handed us a notebook and promised more was on the way. You told us it existed and now you say it doesn't. America deserves answers." Once again, that guy was also invited to Donald Trump's show at the White House where they gave all of these MAGA influencers these binders and they paraded them around. So MAGA world is furious at the Trump administration, and it doesn't seem like they're going to be dropping this anytime soon.
The MAGA hat was introduced during Donald Trump's 2016 presidential campaign and quickly became more than just merchandise. It transformed into a symbol of support for Trump's policies and, for many, a symbol of nationalism. But for others, it has come to represent division, racism, and a broader culture war. In recent weeks, tensions have escalated even more. Reports are emerging that some individuals decided to wear MAGA hats in public spaces, restaurants, malls, amusement parks, sparking confrontations, arguments, and in some cases, even physical altercations. Now, the latest rumor catching fire online is that Disney World, one of the most family-friendly and globally beloved theme parks, has allegedly banned MAGA hats from all their properties. The rumor suggests that the company decided to act because the hats made many guests feel unsafe or uncomfortable, clashing with Disney's brand of inclusive magic. However, and this is crucial, Disney has not officially confirmed this policy. There is no public statement yet from Disney's corporate office and no updated dress code on their website at the time of this recording. But even the idea of such a ban has fueled heated debates on social media about freedom of expression and the limits of corporate policy. It's worth noting that this isn't the first time MAGA hats have faced restrictions abroad. Mexico banned the hats from entering the country entirely, viewing them as a direct insult to Mexican citizens and immigrants due to the anti-immigrant rhetoric often tied to the MAGA movement. Supporters argue that wearing the hat is a constitutional right and a form of peaceful political expression. Opponents counter that the hat symbolizes hate speech and incites violence, thus giving private companies the right to restrict it on their premises to protect the comfort and safety of guests. This debate highlights a deeper question. Where do we draw the line between freedom of expression and creating a safe, inclusive environment? It's a tough balancing act that more and more companies are now forced to confront in this polarized era.
There is a rumor running around on these internet streets that Disney has banned MAGA hats. And although I really wish in the bottom of my heart that this was true, it is not. Guys, it's really important that you decipher fact from fiction. So the rumor is saying anybody wearing this hat is going to be banned from the park for a year. So this information came from an account that focuses on satire, and they post fake Disney news. And the account is Mousetrap News. Spooks has also confirmed that it's just a rumor, and I know that we're really disappointed. I really don't want these MAGA folks going into the park because it's supposed to be one of the happiest places in the world, and they show up with their MAGA hat with that fucking character, that energy of MAGA. That doesn't make it a fun vacation. Why even wear the hat? I don't get it. Why would you go to a kid-friendly place, one of the happiest places in the world, and wear that dumbass dunce MAGA hat? Tell me why.
Latinos for Trump is probably one of the most embarrassing things that you could be. And I know if they find this video, they're going to be in the comment section. Capital letters Trump, American flag emoji, eagle emoji, like it never fails. But they don't like you. They don't like you. You think they do. And I know that something happened in your childhood, right? That, made this entire self-hatred journey begin, right? Maybe you were embarrassed your parents were speaking Spanish. A little kid on the playground said something to you, and it completely changed something within yourself. And okay, but how embarrassing. They're never going to welcome you. No matter how many times you say that you love that person that's sitting in that office, they still think of you in a certain way. And although I find this entire thing disgusting, right, and completely inhumane, there's a part of me, a small part, that hopes a Latino for Trump is taken, detained, put in a jail cell, mistreated. And I know that sounds awful, but it's the fuck around and find out. You know what I mean? Okay.
I'm not sitting next to someone wearing that hat.
What's wrong with my hat?
What's wrong with your hat? It says "Make America Great Again." That's what's wrong with your hat.
Were you against making America great?
Yeah, the way that it's been happening, it's not so great. So please take that off. Otherwise, I'm not sitting down.
It's been pretty great for me, so I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
pretty great for you. What about the
Yeah.
rest of the country?
The rest of the country's been
sitting
great,
next to someone
too.
wearing that hat.
What is your issue? Just sit down.
No,
we're trying to get on the flight. Let's go.
Show me your ticket, please. I don't think someone wearing that hat would be sitting in first class.
Why would I be in this?
I find that very hard to believe. This doesn't involve you, okay? Please stay out of this.
I shouldn't even, this is...
This
fine.
is... That
See
looks
that?
like a fake ticket.
Look, what is
Fake
this?
ticket.
What is this, 1A?
Yeah.
1A? Oh, and what does that say?
That
1A, oh.
Fake ticket. Fake
Can I see your
fake
ticket?
news. Fake news. You
How
have
do I
fake
know
news.
you even sit here?
I'll show you my ticket. I'm getting the flight attendant because this is ridiculous.
Why do we need the flight attendant?
Because
Just sit down in your
something
seat.
needs to happen because I'm not sitting next to someone wearing that.
Sorry.
What is going on? Yeah, I'm not. Oh my God, are you kidding? You're just making it worse.
Ma'am, what's wrong? What is
What?
the issue here?
This guy is wearing a MAGA hat and an I Heart Trump shirt. Where did you make that
No, I
yourself?
didn't make it. I bought it off the website.
Oh
okay?
my God,
What?
I'm not
I don't
sitting
get
next
what
to
her
you. Can
issue
you
is.
take this from him, please? I am
Hey,
not wearing
why are you
I'm
taking
not
my
sitting
hat?
next to someone wearing that hat.
Ma'am, we
What's
don't
wrong with being
touch
a
other
patriot?
people's personal
Look,
belongings.
it's not an
here.
issue. Is it
Yes,
an
it
issue?
is an issue. I know
Is
I'm not
this-
the only one
If
that
you
is
don't
offended
sit
by
down
that
and
hat.
calm
Is this
down,
breaking
I'm gonna
any-
have to
That
escort
guy's
you off the
offended.
plane.
No, I escort me off the plane. I haven't done anything wrong. Why don't you escort him off the
Ma'am,
plane?
we're
I
trying to
haven't
take
done
off
anything
and you
wrong.
need to take your seat.
Take my seat.
Why don't you just sit down and we'll
down.
get on the
Just
flight?
sit
No,
down.
just
No,
look
this
away.
is
Don't
not-
look at
this
me,
is
and
not
everything is
about me.
fine.
This is
All
about
right.
you.
All right.
This is
So,
Man,
no.
you're being kind of.
oh, okay. We are getting
Did you
off this
guys-
plane now.
Get her off.
We gotta go.
No.
So, what do you think? Should Disney or any private business be allowed to ban political symbols like the MAGA hat? Or should people be free to wear what they want, no matter how controversial? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We really want to hear from you. Do you think these bans help create safer, happier spaces? Or do they open the door to censorship and limit personal freedoms? As always, we want to acknowledge and give full credit to the journalists, photographers, and independent creators on the ground who capture these stories and bring us the visuals that spark global conversations. Your work is vital. Thank you. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay safe, stay thoughtful, and keep questioning the world around you. See you in the next one.